Yeah, so there's a reason why Christ's birthday is not specified in the Bible. It's not to be regarded as important, especially not revered. There's a reason why it's not recorded, but I don't think it's because it's not important or because it's not a especially reverential event. I mean, this is a miracle, the greatest miracle. Apart from the first Adam, I think the creation of a human person that should compel some reverence on your part. But there's a reason. Well, in my research, I found this compelling this reason. We know that the early Christians from the New Testament to the early church, let's call it, right? Second, third centuries, they regarded martyrdom very highly, especially in those times of persecution. The best thing you could attain to was being made a martyr. As we know, Romans killed, some historians estimate 1 million self-professing Christians through hundreds of years perhaps. And that was sort of the highest form of honoring God and his Messiah for many people post New Testament times, right? A reason perhaps why birth dates in general, are not recorded in the New Testament or sort of observed is because there's more of a focus on your death, on your martyrdom. As an illustration, when martyrs became recognized within the early churches, Christians noted their deaths, not their births. So if you, for example, go to these famous Roman catacombs, you might find inscriptions of certain individuals, like the season of their death, or just this saint or this Christian died so and so. Because obviously, for a Christian, Paul says this, right? To me, dying is gain because the focus is the resurrection to life of the age to come in the kingdom of God. So that was the greatest goal of the Christian. So I think that's a compelling reason, interesting reason, because I had the same question of why didn't they or observe or some, there's nothing, because yes, the focus was for the early church being made a martyr, especially in a time of persecution. And that was sort of the focus then of the early church, which survives today, unfortunately, in the observance of the saints, the dead saints in the Catholic Church, right? So it took on that sort of what I think is not biblical. When you die, you go to heaven. That greater important, is it called All Saints or something?
All Saints Day, yeah.
Yeah. So